Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is January the 8th, 2018. This is our daily cryptocurrency market analysis where we are giving you the news according to the charts. We are not investment advisors and we are not giving you investment advice. We appreciate you all tuning in today. The market did shock a lot of people. But if you guys watched this channel, you guys were not shocked because we forecasted the market to move lower, albeit it did move from our initial support areas. But nevertheless, we were correct in our direction for a lot of these cryptocurrencies. The market got scared. Supposedly, this is the news that the other marketers or the news channels or the news pundits are saying it's because Coin market cap took out some of the other exchanges prices, volume, because it was a disparity between all the other exchanges. Now, to me, that was just a ploy as to the reason why a lot of these altcoins hit double digits, because we forecasted yesterday. We told you a day in advance that the market was going to be moving lower. So they just came out with the news event to try to attach it to the cause as to why the market moved lower, but that wasn't the reason. But nevertheless, we are here to give you guys the news before it happens, whether the market's going to go higher, whether it's going to go lower, because we understand the financial language of the markets, because it speaks to us all. I continue to say this in our videos. It speaks to us all through the price bars and the volume. You don't need indicators. You don't need to learn any type of indicators. You don't need to go out there and buy any expensive software. As long as you have price bars and volume, then you can understand with high precision where the market is likely to go. So you guys can see that the market cap on the coin market website, though, is back down to 737.8 billion. Yesterday, I think it was around 837. So that's about $100 billion that not disappeared, but just has been kind of deleted from CoinMarketCap, trying to readjust some of these other cryptocurrency prices on the other exchanges. So not necessarily, we don't use this website to become dependent on this is what these cryptocurrencies are showing. It's just as a gauge as to what occurred overall in the cryptocurrency space, because we acknowledge and we get our information from the price bars and the volume. So that's where we get the true news, is on the price bars. Okay, so you guys can still see that Bitcoin, according to this website, is down 8.95, Ethereum down 1%, Ripple down 27.36, Bitcoin Cash 13, almost 14%. Cardano down 10.44, now 9%, Litecoin 12, Stellar 8, IOTA 7, Tron Dash 17 and 16%. So overall, you guys can see overall cryptocurrency space did move lower. Some of them substantially, others not so much. See Neo down 0.10, but then you have Quantum down 35, almost 36% on today. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, because some things did change in the cryptocurrency space that you need to pay attention to, and we will tell you what occurred today in the market. Now, Bitcoin is down 7.96%. Last trade was $14,887. So with Bitcoin, you guys can see now that Bitcoin is trading below $15,000. That was the previous support area once Bitcoin broke through. Now the market closed below $15,000. So it's very imperative. I mean, I'm telling you guys now that we are not participating in the market right now, because the market is still trying to flush out a lot of the selling that is occurring, especially from today's bar. Today's bar, though, I can tell you, is a precursor of strength. So the next bar, this current bar that is forming, if it closes above the close from today, then expect the market to continue to move higher. The first area is going to be 16,000. Next area is going to be 17,000. Those two areas are resistance for Bitcoin. If the market closes lower than today's close, then the market will continue its downward trajectory back down to 14,000, all the way back down to 13,000 initially. Those are the first two price areas that we're looking at, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you guys had to pay attention to those price areas. But nevertheless, we are not in the market for these altcoins or cryptocurrencies as of yet, but we are watching it. Okay, so I'm telling you guys that now. We're looking for precursors of strength bars in Bitcoin right here around $15,000. If we don't get it, then the market will stay below $15,000. You guys can tell that Bitcoin is trying to break $15,000 right now. Currently, it's not successful, but the moment that we get a precursors of strength bar around $15,000, then we'll put in a trade and just ride it maybe up to 15.2 or even higher than that. All depends on how many precursors of strength and what the overall price bars and volume is reflecting at that time. But currently, the market is not ready for higher prices in Bitcoin. The best we might get is just trading sideways, just like we have here in the background. Okay, so that $15,000 area is crucial. We're waiting to see precursors of strength bars around that area before we'll jump in. So now let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum is up 0.63% last trade, 0.87 last trade, $1,130.70. So even with Ethereum, one of the good things you guys can tell on a very wild, volatile trading day for Ethereum, the market traded all the way from $960 all the way up to $1,225 in one day. The market was still able to close above the close from yesterday. So obviously, one thing that is different between Ethereum and Bitcoin is that Ethereum is a lot stronger than Bitcoin. 3 hour bar, you guys can see that we did get a precursors of weakness push to go down bar, but the market on the next 3 hour bar has bought up all of the selling that has came in on the previous precursors of weakness bar and has consumed it and was able to bring Ethereum back up to and around $1,100. That was resistance as Ethereum was trading below it, below $1,100. You guys can see that it was able to break through $1,100, and then the next 3 hour bar, it came right back down to $1,100, and the market still closed above it. So obviously Ethereum is a lot stronger than Bitcoin, but still the market may at best trade sideways between 11,000 and around that area. 11,000, I'm sorry, between 1,100 all the way back up to 1,160. Okay, so pay attention to that as well. I'm gonna move to a 1 hour bar real quick to see what we have. So even on the 1 hour bar, we are getting strength around $1,100 for Ethereum. That is a good sign to see. We're expecting them in the short term to continue to move higher, and it might just come up to 1140, probably even all the way up to 1150 or even 1160. Okay, but if we continue to get precursors of weakness around that area, then the best that Ethereum is going to do is trade sideways. 1160 is resistance in or around that area, all the way back down to $1,100. But definitely we are getting buyers around 1,100 to 1,120 in Ethereum at this time for them to continue to move higher. But once it moves higher, you need to pay attention to any precursors of weakness bars you have right there around 1140 to 1160. If you start getting in those bars around that price, then expect Ethereum to trade sideways. But if not, then Ethereum will continue to move higher to 1180. Okay, at least to that area. But overall, we're still looking for Ethereum to at least trade sideways to higher. So now let's go to Bitcoin Cash. So Bitcoin Cash is down 5.03%. Last trade, $2,395.20. So we have another probable precursors of strength bar, but it looks like the sellers in today's market overcame the buyers. But you guys can tell on the daily price bar that $2,200 is support. Resistance is around $2,600 or even $2,800 in Bitcoin Cash. As long as the market trades within that range long term, Bitcoin Cash is going to be moving higher. Okay, but if it breaks $2,200 again, then all bets are off for Bitcoin Cash to be moving higher. It came and touched that today, so we're still in the running for Bitcoin Cash to move higher long term. All right, so looking at the 3-hour bars, let's see if the market's going to be moving higher or lower tomorrow. So just as Bitcoin Cash came and broke support at that 2440 area, the market is going to find resistance at that area again. Okay, so we need to see precursors of strength bars like a push to go up to break through 2400 in order for Bitcoin Cash to continue to move higher. But the trading range that we're currently looking at is 2440 as resistance, all the way back down to 2280 or even that $2,200 area. Okay, as you guys can tell in the background, there's a lot of business transactions that occur right there around 2300 all the way up towards 2460, or even a couple of the bars went up to 2500. Okay, so this is what we might get tomorrow in trading. Currently we are trying to get precursors of strength bars to move higher towards 2440, 2480. We might get that, but overall, like we told you earlier in the video, we're not exactly looking for trades in these cryptocurrencies as of now. The best that we're looking is for them to at least trade sideways for a little bit, and then they might resume higher in price. But currently we're not getting that right now. I'm gonna move to a 1-hour bar real quick. So given the fact that the market for Bitcoin Cash is trying to find support around 2350, and we are getting precursors of strength bars, especially the last couple of ones, it looks like it's going to try to move higher back up to 2440 and up to 2450 even, probably. That's a probability as well. So our analysis is at least for them to move higher, but not that high. We're not that interested. We're not seeing that much strength in Bitcoin Cash breaking that high. Okay, but it can, but currently we're just not getting a lot of volume in order for them to break that 2450, 2440 area. But if it does, then expect it to go maybe 2500. So now let's go to Ripple. So Ripple is down 12.80%. Last trade was $2.38. So we have a very widespread down bar for Ripple on today. The market definitely got hit with a lot of selling occurring, but the bar was still able to close towards the middle. So this is a probable precursors of strength. We just need to get confirmation tomorrow on the current bar that's forming to let us know if the buyers are in control. One of the good things is that Ripple was able to close above $2.20. That was the support area. As you guys can tell, that occurred on the 5th of January. The market was able to close above it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to stay above $2.20. So let's move into the 3-hour bars and we can tell if Ripple's going to stay above $2.20. So looking at the 3-hour bars, we can tell that it is probable for Ripple to stay above $2.20, but we are getting weakness currently, and that support currently on this 3-hour bar, this completed one, is $2.30. If Ripple breaks that again, then expect Ripple to come back down to $2.20 or even $2.10 again. So it's imperative on this new 3-hour bar that is currently forming to close above the previous one. If it does, expect Ripple to at least go back up to $2.50, because that is resistance. If you get precursors of strength bars around $2.50, then expect it to go to $2.60. Okay, but we still have selling occurring in Ripple at the moment, so the market is going to find a hard time to break through $2.50 unless we get a push to go bar with high volume. If not, then expect it to trade sideways, and we gave you those price areas, 220, even all the way back down to $2.10 for support, and that resistance area is 250 or even 260. So now let's go to Litecoin. So Litecoin is down 6.70%. Last trade was $251.91. So again, the market is still giving us precursors of weakness in Litecoin. The support area is $2.20. I'm sorry, $220. As long as Litecoin stays above $220, then that is good. That is the trading range that it is currently going through, and resistance is 280. So as long as we get trading action between those two price areas, we're good for Litecoin to continue to move higher long term. If Litecoin breaks $220, then long-term prices will be just on hold for the time being, and the next support area is going to be 200. The volume for the last couple of trading days has been very, and you guys can tell that on the 3-hour bars that Litecoin is still giving us precursors of weakness, especially right there around $255. Okay, the market can break $255, expected to move lower. The market tried to find support at $255, but then we got hit with a precursors of weakness bar, push to go down. So it's going to take us a push to go up bar in order for Litecoin to go through $255. As long as the market trades between $250 and higher, it's likely that it's going to break $255. But currently we are getting weakness in Litecoin. So right now, Litecoin is not a tradable coin as well until it breaks that $255 area. Until then, expect Litecoin just to trade sideways. And then if it do break $255, the next resistance area is going to be $260. So either way, $260 and $255, we need to see precursors of strength bars at both those areas in order for them to break out to move higher. Okay, but currently we're not looking for a trade in Litecoin right now as well, neither. So now let's go to Dash. So Dash is down 7.12%. Last trade $1,072. So the market moved lower for Dash as well today. Very widespread down bar. The market was able to close towards the middle of the bar. So again, like the other altcoins that I just did analysis for, we need to get the current bar that is forming to close above the previous close. If so, then the buyers are still in control. If not, then the sellers are in control of the market, and you would expect the market to continue to trade sideways to lower. So actuality, that's why we're on the sidelines, because we just need more confirmation as to seeing if the buyers are in control. Because even looking on 3-hour bars, the market is not in control for higher prices. The buyers are not. The next resistance area for Dash is going to be 1120 though. Okay, that support, that resistance area that Dash will have to break through is 1080. Okay, market is trading there now. So just like with the other altcoins that are trading right around resistance / support areas over the last couple of trading days, we need to get a precursors of strength bar in order for Dash to break through that 1080. If so, the next resistance area is going to be 1100. But if it breaks 1080, it's more than likely that it will break 1100 as well for Dash. But currently, we're not sold that Dash is going to be moving higher at this time until we get a break through 1080 or $1,100, which we might get on this current bar that is forming. So just had to be watchful. So now let's go to Neo. So Neo is up 1.68%. Last trade was $102. So even with Neo, it's probably like one of the other stronger altcoins along with Ethereum. You guys can see how we had a wild trading day for Neo today, but the market was still able to come right back towards the open of today as well as the close from yesterday. That is good to see that. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we're out the woods for lower prices as well though. So looking at the 3-hour bars, the market did come right back up into the area of trading in Neo after we had this very huge sell-off, but the market came right back into this trading range. That's very good to see. And it came right back towards and broke through that $97.50. I told you all yesterday, as long as Neo trades above $97.50, then expect it to continue to be moving higher. And currently it's trading within that range. So it's giving me even more confidence in stating that Neo will continue to be moving higher. It's just going to have to go through all of this background noise in order for it to actually break through the all-time highs. If this current bar closes above this current bar, the previous close, then expect Neo to at least go back up to 105 or even 107. It might even go higher than that if the overall cryptocurrency space is moving higher. Okay, so Neo is definitely running probability of moving to all-time highs on tomorrow, if not the day after that, if we continue to get strength in the cryptocurrency space. So now let's go to Monero. So Monero is down 0.28%, 0.53. Last trade, $397.11. Again, so we have Ethereum, Neo, and Monero who are acting stronger than the other altcoins today. Pay attention to that. The market came all the way back down, but was able to close right there towards the open from today as well as the close, which is good to see, considering the other altcoins did not do that today. Looking at the 3-hour bars for Monero, that area resistance, Monero is trading there again. If it could break $400, then that next resistance is going to be 420. But it is good to see that the market is trying to keep price from moving lower, but we are getting stockpile around that $400 area acting as resistance. So we need precursors of strength now around $400 in order for Monero to move back up to 420. If we don't, then expect it to move lower below $400. That first support area is 390, but ultimately it can come all the way back down to 380 or even 370. Okay, so we need a precursor of strength right now as I'm doing this video. Looking at the 1-hour bars, we are definitely getting buyers in the market right now in Monero. So the market may actually be successful into breaking through $400, and if so, expect it to go all the way back up to and around 405 again, or even back up to 420. But time will only tell. Currently the buyers are trying, but they currently are not being successful. So the completion of the 1-hour bar on this current one is forming will definitely tell us that they will continue in higher price, because we did get stockpiled on this last completed bar. So the last one for today is going to be Cardano. This is the daily price chart. Another push to go down bar today. Not a push to go down, a consumption type bar. It is a probable precursor of strength. The market was able to close right back towards the middle, which is what you like to see. But again, we need to get the confirmation on the current bar that is forming to close above the previous close. If so, then Cardano, the buyers are still in control in Cardano. If not, then the market will continue to trade sideways to lower. Okay, so now looking at the 3-hour bars, you guys can tell that the market is trying to break or stay above 90 cents. 90 cents was yesterday support. Today it broke through 90 cents. So we need the market to stay above 90 cents. If it can do that, then Cardano will continue to move higher. The next resistance area is around 95 cents. The market came there on this particular bar and it shot lower again. The market's going to try it again. If we get more precursors of weakness, then then Cardano will continue to move lower, and 85 cents or even back down to 90 cents are probable areas for them to find support. So overall, we're still expecting Cardano to trade sideways. If it can break or stay above 90 cents, as I just stated, expect it to move higher. First area of resistance is 95 cents, so it might not move that high. But if it can break 95 cents with a precursor of strength, then expect it to go to $1. okay, in or around $1. But overall, like I told you earlier in our video, we are standing on the sidelines for today, because a lot of these bars, we need to get confirmation that the buyers are still in control. And as of yet, these altcoins are trading right around resistance areas. So it's imperative for us to see some strength around this area. If we don't, then we're not going to enter any trades. So that's the analysis for today for these altcoins that we do on a daily basis. I hope you guys are gaining a lot of confidence and understanding in the market, because you all need to understand this language. It's very powerful once you understand the market and what it's telling you. All right. That's all we have for today, guys. Stay profitable, and I will talk to you all later.